I'm Taya from Ukraine and welcome to my channel again. Today guys, you're going to see my reaction about tips how to come to Ukraine, what to do here, general information. I found this article and let's see if it's true or not. By the way, I tried to find an article that is written by a foreigner, not by a someone local, because it will not be fair, right? Number one, it says it's Ukraine, not the Ukraine. I still see some people comment the Ukraine. I'm not a native English speaker, but even I know that you should say Ukraine, just Ukraine, without the. Internet is widely available, 100% true. I don't know why people think in Ukraine internet or Wi-Fi is bad quality. Somehow I managed to do my online job and upload these videos for you guys. So I managed to do this, means everything works. It's easy to get a SIM card, that's right, very easy. In any supermarket or even at Krishchatyk they give you SIM card for free. So the scam is that you need to pledge money to use it. It's just not a scam, but if you buy a card at the supermarket for the first month, you don't need to pledge it because it's already paid for you to use it for a month. The best time to visit Ukraine would be from May to October in our opinion. Really, it's very personal and you know, weather is very unpredictable. If for you 10 degrees it's already warm, then I would say from April to late September. But if you want to see New Year, you know, then come in winter. In February though, it's very sad and depressing, and if I may say that, every year I feel a bit depressed because of our weather, because we don't have many sunny days in winter. I try to compare our winter and I got so many questions. What's the best time to visit Ukraine? For me it was such a stupid question. Now I understand why people asking. In February there are almost no celebrations. It depends on Easter, but still, you know, not huge as New Year, because we may have some celebrations before Easter like Pancake Day and all this going and swimming in the ice water. Everything is so gray in my opinion. In our cities, no leaves, and I just see in front of my window it looks sad, this gray Soviet building with the trees and no leaves, and the only bright spot is the shop that is colored with the yellow paint. Is it safe to travel to Ukraine? We never felt unsafe in Ukraine. You can feel unsafe in Ukraine like a normal person can feel unsafe in their own country. Like, girls shouldn't go alone at night in darker streets at 12 p.m. You know, something like this. You never know what can happen. ATMs are widely available in Ukraine, so no need to bring cash to Ukraine. Yeah, it really depends on you if you want to bring some cash, or you can withdraw them in Ukraine already, but I highly advise in either way to have cash, because sometimes you know, your card may not work, you forgot to call your bank, something went wrong. I highly recommend, even in big cities, have always some cash in your pocket. However, in smaller cities you might want to take some cash with. Yes, yes, that's what I just said. That said, be sure to have some small change for buses, trams and metros. Right, it's really funny to see face expressions of tourists when a cashier woman, usually 60 years old woman, do you have hryvnia or do you have 20 hryvnia? They're like, why does she ask me that? Because they always need some small currency to give you a change, and to pay for bus and tram you need obligatory have a cash. In metro though you can pay with PayPass, very easy. Expect to pay roughly 50 to 150 Ukrainian currency, which is $2 to $7 in regular restaurants. It's not a regular restaurant, like a bistro, like Puzata Hata that you like. It's not a regular restaurant, it's like a bistro. Regular restaurant will cost from $10 $10 and more. Sometimes you pay when you leave the bus, sometimes when you enter. Even I don't know, the scheme, they have their own scheme, depends on the bus, especially in this Marshrutka, because it's not that official as you are used to in your countries. Here it's more like, oh, I have a nephew who have a part-time job with me in summer, and when the bus will be full, then I will gather money. Usually it happens when you ride not within a city, Kyiv, because people are changing very fast. When you go maybe somewhere outside of Kyiv or somewhere to the border of the Kyiv area, get up early to avoid the crowds, but not too early. However, be aware that many sites don't open till 9 or 10 a.m., especially in Kyiv. I'm not an early person, so I don't even know when they open. I usually go there in afternoon after 12. But in Ukraine, unlike other Western European countries I've been to, there will be never crowd. I mentioned this in a few of my videos when I compare Ukraine and the countries I've been to. You don't really need to plan like, oh, I need to go there at 10 because otherwise it will be crowded. I never see any crowd for all my touristic experience, but make sure when it closes, because in winter, especially if it's open air museum, it will close 5 or 4 p.m. because that's the time when it's getting dark. Don't drink the tap water. That's right, I don't drink tap water. Not all rental flats have tap water. It really depends on the host, if they are ready to be so hostile and pay for the filter. You need to either buy it or find a flat with the filter. Dishes are often meat-based and quite carb-heavy. It is about Ukrainian cuisine. That really depends on you. You can try some Ukrainian cuisine, but me, I don't eat Ukrainian cuisine every day. It is heavy, I agree, because it has lots of dairies and fried stuff. But you can go just to healthy restaurant, vegetarian restaurant, a regular Italian restaurant. You don't need to eat every day Ukrainian cuisine 24/7. Looking to eat on a budget, try Pozata Hata. I commented that before. Yes, everyone likes this type of bistros in here. Love coffee, you're in luck. Ukraine has an amazing coffee culture. Yeah, we do. I think it's just we took fashion like 10 years ago when everyone started to make this business of coffee and tea kiosks outside. I found another article, and this one contains something I want to discuss with you. It's about beggar scams and other scams. So overall it says Ukraine is pretty safe and there aren't many scams. Of course, if you try to get a taxi from airport to your hotel, it may charge you more than Uber or Bolt will charge you. I think this is a widespread thing, but about beggars, it's still true. I also told some stories, adventures with my client, yes, about these beggars, and it happens all the time. Disabled, grannies, veterans, pregnant women, women with babies, and even locals. We sometimes give money to those people, but in my personal opinion, I watched some shows about that. I believe that those people are in some kind of mafia, as you may call it, and they are not real people who need money or they are working for someone, and you don't really need to give money to those people because it's their job. Especially gypsies are very annoying, and they sell flowers sometimes and even force you to buy those flowers. It's very annoying and they don't understand. No, I already made a whole video about scams in Ukraine, aside from relationships. We talk about tourists. You can check it out. I will share the link here or in the pinned comment. But overall, everything should be smooth with you. Misconceptions and stereotypes about Ukraine. All Ukrainians drink alcohol. You are watching a girl who doesn't drink alcohol and never felt hangover, never experienced that. So I don't think that all Ukrainians drink alcohol. It's very personal. Everyone likes to party. Country does not influence on that. Ukraine is the same as Russia. Yeah, I receive such comments from time to time. People who watch my channel, they are probably into Slavic or Eastern European culture, and they know that it's not the same. But for people, hello son, for people who is watching me the first time or who is very new to my channel, I understand that it's very confusing, and this is the sentence that you should not say to any Ukrainian, that Ukraine is the same as Russia, Chernobyl is in Russia, or something like that. In Ukraine we have some kind of a thing that we are trying to say that this is fully Ukrainian, this is not Russian, and on our governmental level they try to prove that borscht is Ukrainian and some other stuff, so they trying to divide cultural things. But of course we have lots of similarities as well. There is not much to do in Ukraine. Oh, how misconceptional you are and lack of knowledge. That's not true. When you are first time in any country, you will find what to do. You may think because it's not very influential country right now in our world that there's nothing much to do, but in reality Ukraine is a very old country with old culture, and we have lots of old buildings and from different influencers, because Ukraine is kind of mixed race, you know, in the middle of Asia and West Europe. Tipping culture in Ukraine, nothing to say. We don't have a special unique tipping culture here. Like everywhere else, you tip at the restaurant if you like the service. Our tipping culture, I can also relate to this chocolate to doctor. It's not really a tipping, but I explained once in other videos that doctors do not make good money here in private or in public clinics, and that's why our people do this as a gesture of thankfulness. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and it was very informative for you, and of course I'm waiting you all in Ukraine, guys. Okay, kisses, hugs, and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.